Today, let's try to understand Chetana, the life, and Vardhamaana, that's growth. When you see the Chetana Siddhanta, or the life principle, so the Chetana, when we call it as Chetana, it is having a immortality, that is Amrita. No Chetana is Mrita or mortal. So the life or the Chetana is a vitalizing property of all matter. It's all Rashis. We equate the word Rashi to the matter here. So the Jiva or Jivita Guna of all Rashis, that's the Chetana. And it is in and of all the matter or all the Rashis. But the human perception of Chetana is illogical. We think like Guna is apart from the Rashi. So that's the property. Life. We consider the life to be a property which is apart from the matter. So that's one of the wrong notions. Based on that, we also define that the organic matter is the one where the life begins to function, imbuing it with the vitality, jiva, and the intelligence, buddhi. So that's the definition what we give as human beings. Second, when we see about the inorganic matter, we define them as those elements or compounds of matter or rashi in which there is no jiva, that's there is no chetana, no life, and in which there is no vitality, that's it's not jivita, it's mrta, and there is no intelligence. That's why I've given the minus symbols over there. No life minus jivita minus buddhi. So that's the thought we have for the inorganic matter. The human conceives the life as spontaneously generated in the matter at favorable temperatures and under favorable conditions. So that means the spontaneously generated in a rashi at favorable shakha, according to Bhauta Shastra, it is shakha, and certain conditions, favorable conditions. So this is also the assumption of humans, may not be correct. So when we see, go deep into the Chetana Siddhanta, we understand that such concepts are not true concepts. In searching for the life principle, humans are very tempting to discover something corresponding to a jantu. Jantu means germ. The germ which quickens lifeless matter. But life is not a germ and no matter is lifeless. So Chetana is not a jantu and no rashi is a Chetana. No rashi is a Chetana, that means no matter is lifeless. The Chetana is in and of all the things from the beginning, always and forever. It was there from the beginning, it will be there always, and it will be there forever. So we term in Sanskrit it as, or in Kannada, as Anadi, Ananta and Shashvata. Anadi means the Chetana is not having any beginning and it doesn't have any end, represented by Ananta, and Shashvata, it is eternal. Okay. And also the life is in and of all inorganic as well as organic matter. Life or the Chetana is in and of all of the elements and the atoms of the elements and the compounds of the elements. So that's dhatus and the paramanus of those dhatus and the sankirna of those dhatus. Sankirna means the compounds of those dhatus or the elements. So the life or the Chetana is also in and of the sun of the atom, okay, the Surya, when we consider the Surya as the Paramanu, and the planets of the atom, Grahas of the Paramanu, and the heavens or the Svargas surrounding the Paramanu Vishwa, the universe of atom. itself will have the heavens surrounding that. Swarga here is the Swarjita gati riti swarga. So it's a gati, the motion or the chalana by itself. So that's what the Paramanu Vishwa is. So the life or the Chetana is the effect or the Parinama produced on the substance of mind, the Manopadartha. Okay, Chetana is the Parinama on Manopadartha. Life is the effect produced on the substance of mind by the sequence of alternating electromagnetic pulsations. The Kramika Vyatyasatyasam Vidyutkantiya Tarangas. So these are the words we have in our Shastras. Vidyutkantiya Tarangas. And it's alternating one. So life is the effect produced on the substance of mind by the sequence of alternating electromagnetic pulsations which constitute the process of thinking, that the chintana. So that's what it is. The progress of this effect or this parinama is registered namankana prakriya. Okay, it is registered namankita in integrating light or the kirana, and it manifests itself in that orderly periodic phenomenon. Okay, periodic phenomenon inherent in all the matter and the things which human calls as growth. So growth is represented by the word vriddhi. The progress of this parinama, which parinama? The process of chintana, the thoughts, is registered or namankana prakriya, namakarana or namankana, in the integrating kirana, the kirana which is integrating over there, and it manifests itself in terms of an orderly periodic phenomenon, kalabadda. So kalabadda, when we take the kalabadda, the periodic will be with respect to the classical periodic divisions defined by the astronomy, Vedic astronomy or Jyotisha. So it may be Dina Pramana, Masa Pramana, or Samvatsara, Ayana, Rutu, like that. The periodic phenomenon inherent in all the Rashis. So all the matters will go through this periodic phenomenon due to the Kirana, and it manifests due to the Namankana Prakriya of the Parinama. In all the Rashis, and Rashis will form the Vastus, that is, the matter will form the materials, which this process, as a human beings, we term it as vriddhi or growth. So let's see some details about the growth. So we can term this growth as vriddhi or Vardhamaana. Vardhamaana means growing. So it's always growing. There is no stop to that. So the all growing things are imbued with the life principle. So Vardhamana Padarthas are imbued. Chetana Siddhanta, this is the Chetana Siddhanta. All Padarthas are Vardhamana Padarthas. That's all the things are growing things. All Rashis are in Parinama, that is, all the matter is evolving. All the Rashis is in Vardhamana, that means all matter is growing. All Rashis are in Jivita state, so that all matter is living. So the evolving, growing and living are the kind of three properties which we can identify with respect to the matter, with Rashis. So when we see the life is merely the registration. So it's the namankana of states, of chalana, of chintanamana in Rashi. So if you consider the life, it's merely a registration in matter of states of motion of thinking mind. So when we do some thinking, there will be states of motion. It will initiate the states of motion of thinking mind. So that states of motion of thinking mind, so that will be registered in the matter, okay, in the Rashi. So the substance of mind has the appearance of many states of motion. So the Manopadartha, substance of mind, we call it as Manopadartha. It will have the Swarupa of many states, the changes of Chalana, states of motion. which we term it as, the human beings term it as the dhatus of Rashi, or the elements of the matter. And these elements of matter do not vary in substance. Okay, they do not vary in padartha wise, in the padartha level. They vary only in their states of motion. Okay, that's the states of the chalana. So this gives rise to the first chalana siddhanta, or the laws of motion, which is inherent with every Rashi. So in the next lecture, we will see about chalana niyamas, the laws of motion. Till then, stay tuned with our website www.vedavidya.com and also our YouTube channel. Thank you one and all. Namaste.